Hi everyone, it's Heather. Welcome back into the Paper Castle. This is my haul for Memorial Day weekend and a few days before. Today is Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. I didn't go out yesterday because there just wasn't much going on. But I did hit a new rummage sale, at least it's new to me, on a Wednesday, which is a really weird day to have a rummage sale. And I went to some garage sales on Friday. So the sale I went to Wednesday, I didn't even find out about until probably 11 or 12 o'clock at night on Tuesday night. I was searching Craigslist like I always do. That's how I find the majority of my rummage sales. I think I've said this in a previous video, but I'll say it again because I get so many questions about it. I go on my local Craigslist site and I go to the garage sale section and I search rummage. And hopefully something comes up in my immediate section. If not, I'll scroll down and it'll say here are some other sales outside your area. And then I'll scroll down to those. And if I find something that's not too far away, then I'll try them. That's where I found this one. Jersey's not a big state, so I think it's split into like north, central, and south with Craigslist. So since I'm in central Jersey, everything outside my area in north and south isn't really all that far away most of the time. So I checked that. I also searched charity. I searched church to see if anything comes up. And I check online with like the local newspaper, and then we also get a couple community papers every week. That one does have a yard sale section in the back in the classifieds, but I also check the community section. There's a community section that has everything going on in the county that week, and town by town. And I check that because sometimes they sneak them in there instead of putting them in the classifieds or putting them on Craigslist. So that's how I find them all, guys. When I first started, I only went to maybe, 4 to 5 rummage sales a season. And now I'm up to probably 35 to 40, maybe more. So I hit a lot of them. I don't know if Jersey just has more than other places, or if I'm just very, very determined. I don't know. But you can also check your local church's websites. Check their Facebook pages because sometimes they advertise on there. Some of the biggest ones I go to do not advertise on Craigslist or in the paper. They'll advertise on their website, some on Facebook, some not at all. So you really have to keep a lookout for signs in front of churches, or just email the church, call the church, ask them if they have one. That's, I think those are all the tips I have for you. I think I've run out of any other ideas on how to find them. So that was that. And then on Friday I went out. There wasn't much going on, but there was one street about 20 minutes from here where the lady has a sale. I guess she started it on Memorial Day. And so now she does one Memorial Day weekend, she does one Labor Day weekend. And now all her neighbors have started participating too. So it's like a tiny little community sale going up this one street. And definitely worth it for me to go there. And I'm happy that she said, she looked at me, she was like, oh, come back on Labor Day weekend. And I'm like, thank God there's something going on Labor Day weekend. Because that's my birthday weekend and there's never anything going on and it's just sad. I'm like, come on, give me a break. But now there is, which is good because this is, this is the big one for me. This is the big 5-0 coming up. Oh, God help me. I don't even want to think about it. I don't feel 50. I don't think I look 50. I don't think I sound 50, but who knows. But I just don't want to think about it because my birthday is always a disaster. It just is. There's always some kind of major disaster around the United States with hurricanes. We've had 2 around my birthday, here. And every time I have a milestone birthday and someone tries to plan something, something always happens. Like for my 40th, we went to Atlantic City to see Howie Mandel, my husband, brought me down there. And again, hurricane, and he didn't show up. My 30th, my first mother-in-law decided to have a party for me because I just moved back up here from Maryland. I just moved into my house. I didn't want anybody coming to my house. She was planning like this surprise thing, and I found out about it, and I called everyone in the family. I said, please do not come. I said, my house is a disaster. I'm exhausted. No. But she does what she wants, no matter what, whether you want it or not. And they all still came, and I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to clean up the place, and I ended up slipping and falling on the side of my face, almost like broke my cheekbone. It felt like my face was all red. It was just a disaster. So not really looking forward to this one. God knows what's gonna happen. But anyway, let me show you what I got at the first sale. This was the lady who kind of started everything. This is a Tyco kit trackside sand house. You build this and you can put it in your railroad display. As far as I know, it said it was complete on the box. It had a piece of tape on it that I took off that said complete. It looks complete. Might get maybe 15 plus shipping out of that. I paid $2 for it if I didn't mention that. Got this bottle of Endless Weekend body lotion from Bath and Body Works. Maybe like, $7-8 on that. Got this little guy. This is a vintage Hallmark ornament from 1985 called Engineering Mouse. He was 50 cents. Maybe only like 5 to 8 on him plus shipping. Then I can't let my son see this because he'll be like, oh, it's pewter, I have to have it. But he doesn't need it, trust me. This is a high carbon railroad spike that has a little pewter train on it, and then these little pieces of pyrite on the back. There's a bunch of different versions of these, all basically the same. Some don't have the pyrite, some have longer trains, some have trains that look like they've derailed, which I don't know why you'd want that, but okay. So I paid $1 for this, maybe 15 to 20 with free shipping. And yeah, and my son's in Vegas now, so he went with my first mother-in-law and that his whole his dad's side of the family. He went out with them to Vegas and then Arizona. And I think they're supposed to fly in a helicopter over the Grand Canyon and have a champagne breakfast and all this stuff. And I'm standing here in my kitchen on a Sunday with thunderstorms outside. Woohoo! I swear, I need some excitement. No, good excitement. Not drama excitement, just good excitement. But anyway, I'm sure I'll hear all about his trip when he gets back. I live vicariously through him. This ornament, I paid 50 cents for. I think I might actually have good luck with this. I can't find this anywhere online. However, on replacements, I did see that Tolle, T-O-W-L-E, I think that's how you pronounce it, did a line of these silver filigree ornaments, and they look very similar. And one of them they don't have a picture of. And in one entry it says Victorian coach, and the other one it says Victorian couch. One says, with the box and one without the box. So I'm not sure whether the ornament was supposed to be a couch or a coach, but this could be a Victorian coach, even though it looks like a sleigh. But it's also marked, I know you're probably not going to be able to see this, but it's marked MMA on the bottom, right here, for Metropolitan Museum of Art. And I know Toll did a lot of things for them. So I don't know, I'm going to start it at auction at like 20 and see where it goes. And then it does have this piece of acetate in it on top of it, but I don't like it there because it makes it look like it's gold and like dirty because the acetate yellowed. But anyway, we'll see where that goes. And oh, the last thing I bought at that sale was not very glamorous. It's this Fast Track LSO Spinal Orthosis back brace. Woohoo! Not really sexy, is it? But you know what? These things sell. This is a Vertilock Flex Fit back brace. It's in really, really good shape. I don't even think she hardly used it. She said she had another one, so she might not even have used this one. It's a size medium. Bought it for $5. Can probably get at least 30 to 40 out of it. I've sold, this is probably the third or fourth knee or back brace that I've sold. Like I said, they're not the sexiest things in the world to sell, but they sell. People want them, people need them, and they buy them. I mean, I just sold a knee brace that I got for $1 or $2 last year. I sold it a few months back for 50 or 60 bucks, and the guy was thrilled to death. So, because normally if you buy those brand spanking new, they cost way more than that. So keep your eye out. Okay. And then let's see. Oh, then I went to a sale across the street from that one. And I ended up getting some of these. These are Yamaha Music School CDs and DVDs. So I got this whole set of primary, which there's 4 CDs here and 3 out of the 4 DVDs. The other DVD was missing, but you can find that online, I think, by itself. I paid $3 for all of these, and I just have a good feeling about these. I can't find a big set on eBay, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully at least 20 a piece for each set, but I'm hoping maybe a little bit more. Then there was this pianoforte CD. I guess this is for lesson 5, not sure. But this one's brand new and sealed. And then these 1 through 4 of solfege. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Solfege and ensemble. We'll see where that goes. So, one of those things. I just dump them. Sorry about that. One of those things where, you know, you find them, you just have a feeling, can't find them on your phone, so you just buy them anyway. So that's what I did with that. Then this same woman, she had a huge box. I think she had 132 of these little Wen Fall Apple Spice Replenishing Treatment Mists. These are all 2-ounce bottles. I looked them up on my phone. The best way these sell is if you double them up in lots of 2 and sell them for about 16 to 20 with free shipping. She wanted $1 a piece for these. I asked her how much all of them were, and she was going to give all 132 to me for $100. Didn't have $100 on me. Only had about 80, so I told her, give me 20 and I may or may not come back. I took the 20 and then I realized I don't know how long it's really going to take me to sell all the rest of them. Because I don't know if these are as hot sellers as some of the other products in the Wen line. So I just bought 20. Should make about 100. You know, after fees and shipping and everything, should get $100 out of these. So I was happy with that, with a $20 purchase. Then the next house down the street, I spent a whopping, I think, $1.75. I got this old cigarette tin from the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, 1953. This is from McDonald's Export. McDonald's cigarettes from Montreal. And, I mean, it's immaculate inside. So, there's a few others on eBay, so I might only get maybe like 10 with shipping, you know, with free shipping on that. So, we'll have to see. And then this was only 50 cents, and I had to buy it. This is a Karak piece. It's kind of like melamine. And the designs are hand inlaid. It says shells, coins, woods, and metals are fused into satin black phenolic, aka similar to like melamine. But I thought the frogs were really cute, and it's hard to find Karak for 50 cents. I've sold it before. I'll probably get maybe 10 to 15 on that plus shipping. And then the last thing I bought there, I'll show you in a minute, because that might have been my home run of the weekend. Then found these actually right down the street from me. There was one woman, she has a sale probably once or twice a year, and like I said, she's only about a mile and a half away. So I stopped there on my way back from this little community thing I went to, and I found 4 of these plates. These are from Block, Bennington, Vermont, Bennington Pottery. Very popular. I remember I bought a pitcher, like a pink, I don't know if it was granite, I don't know if it was granite like this or if it was an agate finish, but it was a pink pitcher years and years and years ago when I first started, and I did pretty well on it. So I always keep my eye out for Bennington Pottery. Unfortunately, this one has a big crack in it, as you can see. I mean, it's still really stable, but it has a crack in it. And the other 3 are in great condition. 2 dinner plates, 2 salad plates. Paid $4. The salad plates by themselves sell for around 10 a piece. So I might try and sell these 2 for 15 plus shipping, since the one has a crack. And then I don't know what the dinner plates are going to do, because there aren't very many dinner plates online. Alright, and last but not least, at that sale where I bought the frog bowl and the Queen Elizabeth tin, I also found this little guy. This is the world's smallest Bible. There's a lot of different versions of this, but this was one that was given to veterans during World War II. And you could buy this and either give it to them before they shipped out or send it to them. And it's very appropriate for Memorial Day weekend. It says, as you march along in line, your rifle by your side, your bayonet protects you, your officer's your guide. These things are all assurance, but in moments of alarm, the word of him is in this book. 'Twill keep you safe from harm. So it's a little one that, you know, soldiers could carry with them. There's a little note here from FDR, and then up here it says, containing over 200 pages of the New Testament and the Lord's Prayer. Every word can be read with good eyesight or a magnifying glass. And then it's dated back here, 1943. And this is in absolutely amazing condition, considering it's 75 years old. And I saw another one on eBay in the completed listings, one other one, and that one included the envelope, which I don't think is a big deal. But that one included the envelope that was sent to someone, and this sold for $145. So, fingers crossed, guys. I paid 50 cents for this. But it's amazing. It's in such good shape. So that's it. By the time you see this, it won't be Memorial Day, so I hope you all had a great Memorial Day weekend. Like I said, right now it's pouring and raining and thunderstorms here. But tomorrow should be a little better. Monday should be better. So, that's it, guys. Good luck with all your sales, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.